A fierce rivalry is brewing in the junior ranks of female sprinting, and one nation is set to dominate for a long time. But before we get into the details, we see that you've been watching and liking our videos. We also want you to subscribe. If that subscription button is still red, it simply means you have not yet subscribed. So hit the subscription button and the notification bell, and welcome to the Sports DTM family. Now, while there is no doubt surrounding the top female sprinters in the world, as Jamaica has dominated the 100 meters and the 200 meters for the past decade or so, with Shelley and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson era, Sharika Jackson, just to name a few, coming on top and really riding success over their main rivals, the USA, who have had little success far between championships. However, similar to their senior counterparts, the Jamaican junior sprinters were in full display recently at the just concluded World Athletics Under 20 Championships in Cali, Colombia. As a matter of fact, of the top 10 athletes for 2022, 5 Jamaicans take their place on that list. Top of the Jamaicans is World Under 20 100 meters champion, back-to-back winner Tina Clayton, who ran a championship record of 10.95 seconds in a negative 0.1 meters per second headwind. Also on that list is the second place winner from the World Under 20 Championships, Serena Cole, who had a mark of 11.13 seconds. Then there is the super talented Brianna Liston, who did not participate in the 100 meters, but she is the 200 meters champion, and she is extremely talented. Of course, there's also the sprint hurdler Kerika Hill. She also didn't run the 100 meters, but she ran a championship record of 12.77 seconds in the women's 100 meters hurdle. Of course, Hill is the youngest athlete of the Jamaicans, being only 17 years old, while the others are 18 years old. Another 17-year-old athlete is Alana Reed, and she is a bronze medalist from the 200 meters at the Under 20 Games. She has a time of 11.22 seconds. Then, of course, as we look at the Jamaicans outside of the top 10, is the other half of the twin turbo, Tia Clayton, Tina's younger sister, and she was a gold medalist, a part of the record-breaking 4x100 meters relay team. Of course, on top of that list is the American Tamari Davis. While she did not participate in the World Under 20 Championships, as she was ineligible due to her age being 19 years old, she however leads the table with a World Under 20 time of 10.83 seconds, and this of course is to be ratified by World Athletics. She leads a talented crop of American sprinters, including the bronze medalist from the 100 meters, Shanti Jackson, who ran a time of 11.15 seconds for third behind the two Jamaicans. And included, rounding out the top 10, is Christine Mboma, who was not at the Under 20 Championships and that is just recovering from injuries, Tima Godbless of Nigeria, Nkitia Fido of Netherlands, and Jinky of South Africa. Then, as we take a step up to the 200 meters, we can see where Mboma and her countrywoman Beatrice Masilinga tops the list of under 20 runners for 2022. Mboma with a time of 21.87 seconds and Masilinga with a time of 22.27 seconds. but it is the Jamaican Brianna Lifton who we have to look out for in this one, as she has a time of 22.53 seconds ran earlier on in the year in April in Kingston, Jamaica, in a negative 2.2 seconds headwind. Then there are the American Davis, of course, Jayla Jamieson, who came second at the World Under 20 Championships, and of course the list goes on with more Americans filling out before leaving down to Alana Reed, tied at number 8 with Mia Bray Pedersen of the USA. Then the sprints get even hotter, but in this case at the 100 meters hurdles level, Karika Hill, the youngest Jamaican in the pile, leads the pack with her championship time of 12.77 seconds. Her teammate Alexis James, who got silver at the Cali Championships, she makes the list in the top 2. And of course another Jamaican, Anika Wilson, who is of course just turned 19 back in June, she is in third position. So the Jamaicans lead in this instance 1, 2, 3 in terms of the top 10 100 meters hurdles champions, and not to mention the Jamaican team who have the world record, back-to-back world record runners, and it looks like Jamaica will be dominant for a long time to come. Spear thought that with this lineup, the Jamaicans dominating the 100 meters, we see where the pair of Mboma and Maselinge are making strides in the 200 meters, and right behind them Brianna Lifton. Of course, she's a year younger, and of course Mboma and Maselinge may have challenges in the future because they fall under a category called DSD athletes, or disorders of sex development. So we watch that one carefully. Obviously in the 200 meters also, the US seems to have a rich crop of athletes led by Davis, who could pose a challenge in the future. No doubt Jamaica seems to be well on top in the 100 meters hurdles. So as we look at what happens and we make the comparisons, we know that the transition from a junior to a senior athlete sometimes involves, it can be a quite treacherous road with injuries, weight management issues, muscle and body development, training methods, coaching, the location, whether an athlete opts to go to college or whether they go pro. Those can all have an impact, whether positively or negative, on their development. But what is clear is that both Jamaica and the USA have an abundance of riches. As a matter of fact, it appears that the Jamaicans have a conveyor belt of sprinters, and the production line of female sprinters is not stopping anytime soon. Fans out there, what are your thoughts on the rivalry between the USA and Jamaica in female sprinting, which has now seemed to have extended down to junior sprinting? How do you see them transitioning through to the next generation? How about athletes such as Christine Mboma, Beatrice Maselinga? Will they split the USA-Jamaica rivalry? What about the next generation of sprinters? How are they looking? Are they looking good in terms of their transition to the senior level? How about looking at who will dominate over the next 5, 10 or 15 years? Leave all those comments in the comment section below. Like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell all of their friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Be blessed.